You open or what?
I open now. Oh, okay, sure.
I didn't.
Or even open. Even, are you gonna say something?
That would make sense.
No, say something at the start and at the end. Okay, let you do. Do something like, hello, welcome to Ethan. ETHAN. Do you know the maps?
Yes. Kind of. I didn't play HR2, but I just
Okay,
looked at it in
it's
editor.
very boring.
Yeah.
Okay.
I one look and I'm like, oh.
Sure.
Oh, hello everybody. Welcome, one and all, to the Renaissance Cup 2025. 25? Fuck, we're starting off on a good one here. 2026, guys. I remember what year it is. I'm the host of this tournament. I'm tired, can you tell? I'm very excited for this qualifier showcase, and as you can hear, we have two other wonderful casters that will be going through this pool because they actually know it better than I do, which is the wonderful Yongin and GT. Say hi.
Hello, chat.
Hello.
Oh, I just woke up. Freaking, I got some other Taiko cast player just freaking phoned me because I overslept again, but I'm here. Hopefully it
Yeah.
doesn't sound as bad because I just woke up. Good morning, everyone.
But yeah,
I also kind of just woke up. Took a 4-hour nap, you know, the usual.
so two people that have just woken up and one person that wants to go to sleep. This is going to be good. I won't be casting the showcase. I will say some stuff at the end in regards to scheduling qualifiers and shit. But yeah, let me mute and let the professionals take it away.
Yeah, go. I mean, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the map pool showcase for the qualifiers. If you have read the call sheets, we have 3 no mods, 2 hiddens, 2 hard rocks, 1 double time, and 1 free mob pick to end up the pool. And I'd say we starting off with no mod 1 currently right now, which is a custom map by GT, which is I am not being ironic. Or Slipper, or it is Sister Slipper 69.
I should probably change the diff name. But yeah, very standard no mod 1, I'd say. Being like 1-6 consistency, some 1-8 doublets, and yeah, 230 BPM. The stamina requirement is there.
Yeah. This map is your regular style of a no mod 1 that is very high skill cap, and it's actually updated around 7 star with 200 with 230 BPM ish, and with 1-4-1-6 patterning as well. And this was meant to be the skill cap slot for the pool, so expected to be a bit of a higher SR compared to the rest of it. So yeah, this is why we're starting with like a very difficult map.
Yeah, no mod 1s generally should be harder than the rest of the pool, or at least I think that's the approach that again is taking for the pool in general. Yeah. also like a decent amount of finger control required in this map, given like a lot of doublets, a lot of finishers, some weird 3/4 patterns as well. And yeah, but the OD is kind of low, 6.5 instead of maybe you typically see like an OD7 for this star rating in some other tournaments or even just in general.
Yeah, some no mod one some no mod ones in high tier tournaments even go for the higher OD than OD7, like even OD8, and the common say that usually it's consistent for most of the players. So we're starting off the first week instead by going for a higher skill cap rather than like super high higher skill cap, higher mechanics difficulty, rather than like very required in terms of actions, stuff like that. We leave it to the other map shops. So currently a bit harder than rest of the pool in terms of mechanics for density and just regular difficulty.
Yeah, this ends section especially mapped with pretty high density, try to drain your stamina. And this ending also with a bunch of 1/6, bunch of 7/16s actually. Yeah, even though this is pretty standard, there are some maybe lesser seen patterns like DDKK or KKDD 1/6 which you're not seen, or DKKD, DKKD stream, but yeah.
Yeah, this is all regular no mod one. So we got a bit of a buffering on chat. Sorry about that. So hopefully we turn off the quality a little bit. Apparently even this PC is
Hey
dying.
guys, I'm coming back. My PC decided to kill itself. One
You know,
moment,
hopefully
guys.
it works better.
I fucking love my PC. And let me reduce that. Alright, you guys are getting 480p 30 FPS. GG's. Dude, this shit's fucking sucks. I fucking hate this shit, man.
Nightbot Yongintoki, I'm not scared. Stop spamming caps.
Oh,
Warning.
Did Nightbot get you?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Nightbot got me.
my bad. I need to turn off that feature on Nightbot or something. All right, I think as well. Hang on. I gotta change one of the settings. I think.
Yeah, thanks for GT for the custom map that I seem to map something there. It's like that J core-ish, that I guess like breakcore, hardcore songs. That it's quite popular. We probably won't have something like this in rest of the pool in this qualifiers pools, and going for the No Mod 2, which is a peer featured alley. Breath of Faith, a custom, not a custom map, but it's a map by Super SSS, and 6.43 star. Not that high in terms of mechanics, but the playtester said this is one of the harder maps of the entire pool.
I hope that this.
Okay, we said number 1 was skill cap, but honestly, this might be the hardest map for some people, as long as you have. But I mean, it's still doable. You know, I think this front section here, it's a little bit speed oriented, but a lot of offhands. For example, that stream just now started with a DK offhand.
Yeah, this is your 172 BPM type of like no mod, where you got some 1/6 not really 1x, but mostly 1/6 patternings for the entire map. Some 1/3 as well, and very techy sort of things in general.
If you have good single tap, I guess you can single tap the 1/3 sections or like the 1/6 sections maybe. But yeah, that's the first half of the map done. Second half though is it's mapped a little bit differently, or at least I think it has a bit different skill sets. We'll see. I don't want to spoil anything just yet.
Yeah, this is my favorite map of the entire pool personally, and I really enjoy playing this map in solo. Just a fun map to play, with some 1/3, 1/6. Despite the tackiness, the patterning is actually quite comfortable to roll, and I think these are like rolling maps are very popular in tech picks in general nowadays, and it is just like very clean to play and very fitting to the song. Here comes the 1-8 doublet sessions with finishers.
Yeah,
There is-
just a bit more.
There is music
one
miss.
ticks. Yeah, just more and more 1-6 consistency. A lot of multi 1-6 in these patterns as well, and a 6-note pattern there, because why not?
Yeah, I think the hardest is those spams in the end. Most of the playtesters think this is the hardest map in the pool, outside of the one who is pretty good at attack, which is Minix. Rest of the ones think this is more of a steeper compared to like a rougher map in general because of the style of the map. And we're moving on to No More 3. And we actually is gonna be a map by one of our players, which is Kaibutsu Spin XYZ bootleg.
Yep. Another kind of anime. How do I call it? G-core, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, it's 275 BPM. You'll also be with some finger controls because of doublet requirements, so you have to be at least good at this BPM to play some patterns in this map. We'll see coming up.
Yeah,
And especially-
patterns. There you go.
Especially some of the SE being quite a bit faster as well, but for most of the playtesters, they don't really think it's a huge problem, and they mostly think it's actually one of the easiest maps in the entire pool, which I don't agree, but I mean, that's what happens when you most of the players are being high-ranked players.
Yeah, everyone generally pretty high ranked, and high ranked, and there's a general bit of bias towards speed in this meta, kind of. Yeah, a little bit of finisher section. It's
And
not a
those are
young
finger
pool without finisher section.
True. No,
Oh
it's
my-
same as Ender. Ender also really likes finishers. But I guess the style
True.
is a bit different.
Yeah, that's true. More like ulti style finishers than shootout finishers. Anyways, yeah, I was gonna say the coloring in this map is not the most comfortable. That's just my opinion though, I might be wrong. For Ford, this doesn't look super comfy.
Yeah.
But it's not like it's outright like toxic, so
Especially when it comes to this part. It's a bit more of a doublet required focus sessions, but most of the patterns are quite on the shorter side. And remember, if you guys have seen the announcement, we'll be only having top 32 begin throughout the qualifier. So, starting with round 32, so we'll be
Yep.
eliminating around 20 people in this tournament. Unfortunately, that's how it is, and I guess that's also maybe decided to keep how the pool difficulty.
bro. Let's head on to
And we'll-
HD1. A little bit of
Yeah.
a interesting pick, I think.
And 758 managed to get him to able to enter our map. And this is the swing HD pick of the pool. There's not really exactly like a slow HD map of the pool. I would say I'll categorize as like a rhythm and SV, and this is the rhythm pick. And this is 140 BPM, but it's in swing, so you can kind of count as 210 on some sections. SV really speeds up throughout the entire map, but the main part is about the doublets for the doublets. And of course, if you compare to the previous 3 maps, this is clearly a lot easier in terms of mechanics, being only at 5.4 star.
Yeah, I got about both HDs. I'd say this is like Egg HD, and which was more like reading HD. You'll see more about it later, but yeah, here's the Ki. Still pretty simple. I think the biggest strain of this map is gonna be any consecutive doubles that come up. that's where the HD really starts to, the HD difficulty starts to really show itself. And yeah, this second half of the Ki, which does repeat over and over, has these really long doublet chains, which get pretty hard to read.
Yeah, and this is also the third map with a break. So you get your score layout in the middle of the map, so don't get too nervous when it comes to actual chorus. So we make the map also being a lot higher in OD. Originally this is OD6. We changed it to around OD6.8 to make it a bit more challenging in terms of accuracy, because most of the playtesters said this was one of the easiest map in the entire pool. And after the OD upscale, they kind of understand its position in the pool, and I myself also adjust some of the SV tiny bit.
Yeah, even more doublets to end off the map here. Again, if you don't, I think if you struggle with swing doublets, well, too bad, I guess. I mean, I don't know. Actually, I don't know what I was gonna say. But yeah, this ending especially has really long chains. They just don't stop. Not even any 1-1 breaks there. Yeah, that's the end.
Yeah, it's. I don't know what else you categorize this outside of like swing doublets hidden. That it's slower BPM than like slower BPM scroll than the actual BPM suggests. But yeah, thanks for the air double S we play here from for static. Amazing play from them, and we're gonna get Ambiscus replay because of course we're gonna get Ambiscus on hidden, and this is HD2 Hyper Love. And yeah, this is the 180 BPM. It's basically your no mod 1 type of map, but with SV change, it's mostly slows down. We will see a very difficult part coming up in around midway through, which I do believe me and GT can definitely point it out when it is.
Yeah, I think this is a bit of a spike map, but that's fine. Especially for qualifiers, if you have a little bit of a spike, you can imagine it as like helps you to like better players will miss less in the map in general. So you kind of get like the better like spread of scores.
Starting with a mono chain, and here comes where the bit harder part, where you get a lot harder right after this as we speeds up with loads of one happenings. Yeah, as you can see, the map slows down, and this is where the hot part for a lot of the players is a 140 BPM session, 140 BPM supposed to be sessions with 1/4-1/6 happening, and this is the hardest part for a lot of people.
Yeah, but it is pretty repetitive, so I do think this is quite memorizable. You know, it's like DDK, KKD, KDK, or something along those lines. And this part, a little bit slow SV, but it's completely ghost tappable if you just hit DOD and K on the middle. If you get my drift.
Hence, can GT do the mowing on stream? According to the chat, someone else was mow.
Sure.
You know, our parents would think it's very weird to let somebody here now at 3 a.m. if they woke up. But yeah, we're going to the longer stream sessions. And yeah, I'm surprised by some of the scores that our playtester and myself achieved on this map. So I thought this was a lot harder on paper, but I guess it's okay, it's fine, but it's definitely still one of the more harder maps, which is just harder coming inside of It's just harder being readability instead of like a playability. And yeah, that's hidden too.
And yeah, speaking of Hoyo BG Chinese maps,
Yeah, we're moving on to Hard Rock 1. Which is Black and White, custom map by KK Negative. I forgot the song name, but this is a 190 BPM Hard Rock 1. Because I want to make a difference between No Mod 2 tech with this type of tech, so this one will be a bit more of a not as friendly to roll patterning type, and more older style of like your offhand type of a map, with some 1416 patternings and all the 9.8 after Hard Rock.
yeah, quite a bit of hard rock difficulty in this one in terms of scroll speed.
Yeah, I also told KK to make the SV go up slightly a bit on some of the sessions, so you still need to be at least good at Hard Rock to be able to play this map, just like the HD picks. I don't want HD to be players to be at least decent and HD to play the HD picks. I want this as well to be decent and Hard Rock to play the Hard Rock picks, and I think this is also one of the more friendly to lower skill cap players in general, and there's a free 222 patterning over there.
Yeah, more a bit of 1/3 streams as well on this map. I was gonna say it's not really that you have to be good at HRPs, you just don't have to be bad at it. It's a little bit more entry level map in general. You do need some basic 1/6 handling though.
Yeah, the 1/6 on this map is quite difficult. Especially if you're not the most comfy at some of the harder patternings, like your weirder patternings 1/6, like monos, DDKD type, so definitely a bit more of a different style pick. And that's what I want to achieve compared to the two different tech maps in the pool. Yeah, with that stream done, that's basically the whole map. We have some final sessions left to seal the deal.
Yeah, 2 more maps to go. A DT and a few more.
There's Hard Rock 2, bro. Stop
Oh
forgetting
right,
about Hard
dude,
Rock
I
2.
keep forgetting, dude, every time, man. Dude, this looks like Hard Rock 2, man. It's so fast.
Dude, non-Hard Rock players, when they look at the chat, and they don't when they look at the chart, and look at from Discord stream, and this is Hard Rock 2. And this is gonna be the first Pokemon Sun of the pool. Fleeting Reality, 230 BPM, and also the first map without any actual SV, so map by What the Hell Bro, and this is a 230 Hard Rock that is 3 minutes and 55 seconds.
Yeah, some generally longer patterns in this one. But yeah, just your very standard 230 BPM Hard Rock.
Yeah, this map has no SV, and I think some players are very happy about that. So yeah, this is a 230 BPM Hard Rock scroll speed, and despite being 230 BPM, it's not that hard to be access to it if you have played Hard Rock quite a bit before, because it's not actually the longest patternings. It's mostly come up to around 3 to 4 stream. You can see the sessions. It's literally your only density difficulty, and I don't think these will give too much of a challenge if you play Hard Rock quite a bit in this part. However, if you aren't a Hard Rock player, it might be over, because you might even have some troubles on some of these only patterning sessions.
Also, this is like the longest map in the pool. Did you mention that?
I did not mention that.
Yeah, this is 3 minutes and 30.
No.
Yeah, so longest map is HR2. You know, it's a consistency map. So I think it does make sense, you know, the reading, not only is it hard to read, but it's also very straining. You know, as the map goes on, start to lose your focus, lose your reading stamina.
Yeah, such a mentality pick map of the Hard Rock 2 that
I
you
stream
need
map.
to not get nervous.
Glasses map.
Map. Yeah, this is literally the part where you gain back stamina. Yeah,
Did
look,
it map
it
the
just
stream?
it did not map the stream. No guitar stream. It's literally just a 1-1 tapping, and another map with break, so you can see each other score again right before the final part as well. Yeah, so you see this also subscribe with tier 1. Thanks for subscribing this. I say thanks for even. You see in the behind. Yeah, final stream. To end this map, it only has like 2 really jump scare stream. I guess one at the start and one at the end. And I would say those are very comfy patterns in general as well. So just your 230 BPM hard rock map.
Yeah, let's move on to a bit of content. DT1, we have Lady Gaga with Ariana Grande, Rain on Me. You know, I think most people might be expecting a speed DT1, but you know, this is the only quote-unquote high, it is the highest like OD of the pool, so yeah, choosing to go for more like what, 180-ish BPM?
Yeah, this is your accuracy map of the pool. And you see why this map is in the pool, and of course we have the freaking M beyond.
It's awesome.
There we go. There we go, here it comes, first stream. This is just your offhand stream, finger control, and high OD. This is OD7. So OD7 with double time, so it's actually OD 10.2. So it's all about your accuracy and finger control at this BPM with these happenings as well.
Yeah, I mean, this BPM could be considered pretty low, especially for, you know, typical DT1 standards. Maybe you'd expect like a 240 BPM like map with a lot of doublets, you know, maybe that's what you see in some other open rank tournaments, but yeah, generally just trying to fill like a gap in the pool here with this offhand stream plus doublet act DT.
Yeah, and of course we got our sub train here coming from hype train from Blue Saber. Thanks for like 5 hour another pool as well. Also make some judgment. So thanks for Blue Saber being around as well. But yeah, the free stream, the 4 stream is actually different. All the streams are different one and another, and I would say 2 and 3 is actually it gets harder and harder. Maybe not the last one, but yeah, this is...
last one's a little bit short and a bit easier. But yeah, it does kind of feel like it gets harder, you're right.
Yeah, this is a very funny peg. I mean, we got Lady Gaga with Ariana Grande. I think it was Prosthetic was trying to get a replay for DT1, and then he said he doesn't want to listen to Lady Gaga again anytime soon. So At the end, he just kind of stopped playing it. But we're moving on to free mod 1.
120 BPM, OD 6 point something? Actually 6.29.
Yeah,
Wow, it is.
6.29. And everyone was asking where is Raph in the map pool, and here it is. And this is Umami Koishin. This is actually, I do believe, the playtester favorites map of the entire pool. 128 BPM, but scroll speed is actually around 205, and there's no BPM change. It's your speed tag map of the pool. This is literally your double BPM, so you can consider it like a 256 BPM. And with Hidden and Hard Rock, this gives like a completely different experience. Hard Rock, you are reading like a semi-high scroll speed with like snapping changes, and Hidden, you're gonna be forcing to play densities and low scroll speeds. Then not low scroll speed, but like dense scroll speeds with snapping changes, and they're completely different. People have completely different opinions about this, and I do believe that's why the playtesters really enjoy this pick.
Yeah, in my opinion, this plays completely differently whether you're taking HD or HR. I mean, it usually does, but you know, normally when you see like 170 free mod, it kind of plays the same. But yeah, both. I mean, this map fits pretty nicely into the rest of the pool. You know, you got a Heki HD, and well, I mean, it's speed. We didn't really have speed in any of the other mod pools, so yeah.
Yeah, this is what I did. That's why I avoid picking like a speed, like extremely weird map for the HD and Hard Rock pool, because I'm leading to these slots. And yeah, the hardest part is definitely the 5k DDKD patterning.
Yeah, if you're, I mean, you could single tap this. Everyone is, I mean, yeah, a lot of people might be just single tapping this. This is pretty high rank after all. So I gotta get out the 4-digit mindset.
The 4-digit mindset.
But yeah, I mean, it's still pretty simple to out, I think. Very rare map. Patterns are generally quite simple, and on full out, this is pretty comfy.
Yeah,
as long as you're used to those like KD, ref patterning.
Yeah. This is why I pull something like this. I just go for something like this, and I think this makes it so much more fun. Usually we see tournaments that we go with like a 170 to like your regular type of a free mod, and I want to do a bit of like a unique calls experience. We don't really have a speed map, so how about we put like a speed tag map and instead let the double time one go for high OD, high OD requirements like a finger control stream pick, and I kind of say switching to your usual kind of like free mod being a stream map and double time being a speed map, and I think that makes the pool feel more, let's say, striking to play and such. So yeah.
What he said.
And yeah. What he said. What the pro said. And yeah, that's no mod. That's the final map of the pool 3 mod 1. And remember, you have to put on at least Hidden or Hard Rock for the map, and I think that is a pretty damn hard map to go for. So yeah.
Am I unmuted on? I am unmuted. Hello, it's me again, the host of the tournament. First of all, thank you, Youngin and GT, for casting that showcase. Appreciate it. Apologies to chat for A, the scuff stream at the start, and B, the Nightbot being a bastard. I've killed Nightbot since then. And also, I've learned not to stream in full screen mode in Osu, because apparently that just doesn't work. But
if you type out it like it doesn't work. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why
but anyway,
why do you allow your freaking bot, man?
I didn't realize Nightbot has all those settings on by default.
It's auto on by default. Yeah.
I only went in there to set up commands for stream titles. Anyway, in regards to scheduling qualifiers, as well as the map pool being added to the main sheet. That will all be done shortly, and there'll be an announcement for that in announcements. But yeah, I hope you all enjoy the quals pool. If you don't, you can blame Yongin.
Huh? Okay.
Also, thank you to the subs that got gifted for some reason. God damn it, Zap and Mist. And anyway, yeah, thank you all so much for coming out, and we'll hope to see you all. Well, we'll see 32 of you after the qualifiers. Thank you very much.
Yep. Good luck and have fun practicing the pool.
Mm-hmm.